Hey everyone! So we wanted to make a video on brand separation. It was just announced a few days ago, but the reason why, we're filming now is because Thursday we tried filming and I was super sick and I was like coughing every 5 seconds, and I don't put out videos that I don't believe in. So we're here now, and okay, I guess I'll start first.
Alright.
So when I read the news, I texted him. It was 9:30 on Tuesday. The news went out on Twitter that WWE SmackDown is going live July 19th. Now, I think we're both happy about that. The reason why I'm happy about that is because I feel like it's long overdue. 15, 16 years that SmackDown should have been live, but it's finally happening in July. I feel like the reason is because the ratings are in the toilet, and Vince has to do whatever he has to do in order to pick the ratings up and increase everything. I do feel like there has to be a reason why SmackDown never went live earlier, like in earlier years. I don't know if they maybe couldn't negotiate a deal with USA Network, if Vince was being too cheap, if the wrestlers didn't want. I don't know. I really don't know. We don't really know the whys. But I definitely think that is a good thing, and it definitely gives more exposure to the people who work on SmackDown, like Mauro Ranallo. He's a commentator. He's going to get a lot more publicity, and he's going to become extremely popular now.
I feel that this is a very good thing that SmackDown is going live. Years ago, like 10 or 15 years ago, it didn't need to because the internet wasn't as big, so they were able to have that show that wasn't live. And I guess back then they didn't want to do day-by-day wrestling. That is a lot to ask of your fans, to have 5 hours of wrestling in 2 days, 8 for when it's a pay-per-view week. Raw needs to go down to 2 hours with this draft thing.
So let's discuss the draft and our opinions on it. I'm not here for the draft at all. I don't like it. I don't believe in brand separation. I don't believe in brand separation because I feel like it limits the wrestlers from having rivalries with the entire roster. It divides the superstars. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really feel like that's beneficial to anyone, really. What are we going to have, the same feud over and over and over? What are we going to have, Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler again? What are we going to have, Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler again on the SmackDown roster? No. I don't want that to happen. I really don't. I don't like how constricting it is to the roster. And I also feel that the roster is very thin. There's a lot of lower mid-card guys there. So really, there's not much star power to have another roster for SmackDown. I just feel like it doesn't really make sense. And I know that there is, the perk of building newer stars like a Kevin Owens and AJ Styles for SmackDown. But if there's going to be another world title, it's only going to be looked at as a lesser known world title. It's not going to be as big as the WWE title for Raw. It's going to be looked at as like a discounted version of the WWE title, in my opinion, of course. And that is why I feel that brand separation just doesn't really do good for anyone, because I just think it's always going to be looked at as the second-rate version belt. And honestly, there only needs to be one women's title, one tag title. There's not really a lot of people on the roster to have all these other titles. You know what I mean? There's only a dozen women. Why would you have 2 women's titles? That literally makes no sense. They're going to have only a couple people to feud with. It makes no sense at all. Charlotte has to pull double duty, in my opinion. I feel that the New Day has to pull double duty. There's not any really credible tag teams on the roster. I'm sure that they're going to bring up a lot of NXT guys now because they just got rid of 15 people. They released a lot of people. So, I feel like there's more cons than pros for the brand split, But I am going to wait 6 months after everything, the dust settles, and I'll just see where it goes. But as of now, I'm not for it. You?
I am 100% for it. While I can hear her points, I see where she's coming from, but you want to talk about the same feuds, we're getting that now and there's no brand separation. I mean, that's my first point. Second point, I feel that all these stars that are lower mid-card are lower mid-card because they're not doing anything with them. This is a chance to build new stars. Make those lower mid-cards upper mid-cards.
Okay,
Make
but
the upper mid-carders main eventers.
Okay, can I, just to counter his point, when there was a brand split, look what happened to Dolph Ziggler. He did win the world heavyweight title. Nothing.
Okay, in 2013 though, they
nothing came from that.
In
He's a mid-carder.
Okay, she says there's limited feuds. I feel like the draft adds substance. It's something new. We can eventually get a Raw vs. SmackDown.
How is it something new? It's recycled. We've had the draft before.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's something new we've had for a while. It's new to this generation. Look at in 2002 when they did that brand split. Do you think that some of the guys that became main eventers, do you think they would have been main eventers if there were no brand split? Think about it. If SmackDown wasn't a second show, and then you say it's going to be a lesser title, there was a world champion and a WWE champion. Was the world champion a lesser title when Triple H was holding it?
Okay, let me say this then. Why is the world championship always going on pay-per-views before the Raw title?
Well, the world title
Why
was
though?
the world
the
title.
WWE title, you know what I mean.
The world title was the Raw title then, and then they flip-flopped it every couple of years.
The SmackDown title will never be as prominent as the mothership, which is the Raw title.
There was a time that SmackDown was actually more watchable than Raw, though, when Paul Heyman was writing, and you could say it was because of Paul Heyman, which is probably true, but at least SmackDown having a draft will give us an alternative to Roman Reigns holding the world champion.
Well, regardless, Roman's not going to hold the title forever, and I do feel like it is stupid to have this brand split. I mean, I guess Roman's going to be on Raw, Cena's going to be on SmackDown, but, like, I just feel like it is still a dumb idea to have, because, like I said, there should be only one main top-tier level guy. I don't feel like there needs to be a discounted version of Roman.
There are guys who were just recently released and asked for their release that if the brand split were happening, they would have benefited from. Like, had Cody not asked for his release, I felt
he was never going to benefit from anything with the Stardust gimmick. Sorry, not sorry.
But who knows if he would have become Cody Rhodes again? That could have been a good push for him.
That's neither here nor there.
Wade Barrett, another one that could have benefited from this.
Wade Barrett sucks.
That's your opinion.
You're like the only person. He's the only person who literally likes Wade Barrett. So
I'm not saying he's amazing, but I like him. Like,
so
Kevin Owens will benefit.
So anyways, no. Kevin Owens will benefit regardless. I want Kevin Owens to stay on Raw and to win Money in the Bank. That's my hope for Kevin Owens, is that he wins Money in the Bank and he cashes in whenever. SummerSlam, whether he cashes in on WrestleMania 33, he is the future. Everything. Kevin Owens is taking over, and Roman Reigns is just, warming up that title for when he gets it. That's all.
While I would be more than happy with Owens winning, I think Ambrose is winning that match.
That's fucking funny, because Ambrose, if anything, is regressing. He's nothing special, the same spiel every single week.
He's over. So is Owens. They're both over.
Owens runs circles around Dean Ambrose. John Good. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm not arguing that Owens is better. I'm just saying I like them both. Ambrose has been in main events, though. Owens hasn't been in the main event really yet.
It's funny because Ambrose has been in main events, but where is he going? Where is he going, though? Where, though?
He still has time.
I need binoculars, though. Where, though? Sorry.
Unfortunately, it's true. Same could be said for Cesaro, but I really want Cesaro to win Money in the Bank.
This guy wants everybody to win Money in the Bank. See, that's the thing with Vinny, is that he picks 20 different people. He's not fair.
No.
One.
Who I think is gonna win?
Ooh.
I think Ambrose is gonna win.
Oh.
Who I want to win?
Ooh.
I want Cesaro to win.
Oh, what about Kevin Owens, though?
I wouldn't mind Owens winning.
Oh!
I wouldn't mind.
Oh, he's got more people.
I'm not.
So anyways, back to the queen of the show. That is me. I am the star of the show. Yeah, so I really feel like no one really benefits from Brand Split.
I feel like
all it does is divide. It divides the roster. I want to see, say Seth Rollins is on Raw and AJ's on SmackDown. We're never going to be able to see these feuds that we want.
They can do interpromotional matches. They've done it before.
Highly doubtful. Highly doubtful.
Who's the better Ryan Raw and who's the better guy on SmackDown? I like this Raw vs. SmackDown thing that they can potentially do.
I just feel like it's so 2002. That's it.
It's time for some change, and right now.
What do you mean change? It's the same recycled garbage.
You know what? I'd rather this than what they've been doing the last couple of years.
I'd rather what they've been doing the last couple of years. I want one guy. I don't want two guys.
If Roman's one guy, I want another guy. Just saying.
We can have another guy to replace Roman, not another guy in general. Sorry.
Unfortunately, that's not happening.
Sorry.
So, trust me, I would want that too, but because that's not happening, I'd like to have an alternative to Roman Reigns. I'd like to have, if Raw sucks, I'd be like,
then you'll have the alternative being Cena.
Hey, you know what? Maybe Cena. Hey, you know what? Better Cena than Roman.
I fucks with Cena. Cena's goals.
I'm not a Cena fan, but hey, with SummerSlam is Cena versus Roman, I will be cheering for Cena.
I will definitely be cheering for Cena over Roman as well.
Well, that's something we agree on.
But yeah, that's our feelings on brand separation, and obviously you could tell we have conflicting arguments here, but that's what makes it fun. I
feel like more people are benefiting because more people will be pushed, more people will have notoriety, less jobbing.
There's always going to be
jobbers. And there's a lot of people that are doing nothing that should be doing something that will finally be doing something.
There's always going to be jobbers, even with the brand split.
They could bring back the Cruiserweight title. Who knows? We could have 2 tag team champions because there are a lot of tag teams in
That's funny because realistically, there's no credible tag teams besides Enzo and Cass, The New Day. The Vaudevillains are pointless. They're useless. Girl, bye.
They're a good tag team, though.
They're never going to amount to anything because Vince hates them.
Hey.
I don't really know anyone else. I mean, American Alpha is going to kill it when they get to the main roster, but they need more teams. So, anyways, I hope you guys liked our video. Obviously, very conflicting opinions.
More people are getting over.
Bitch, you're under. You're never over.
Okay, here, I have a couple points to make here. The IC and the United States title, they'll be on separate shows. 2 world champions, hopefully 2 world champions, separate shows. Maybe the tag champions and the women's champion will probably be doing double duty, which is fine.
They should be doing double duty when there's not many people on the fucking roster.
I say I could change the look of those god-awful tag belts.
You're nitpicking everything. Honestly,
I'm happy for this because it's something I've been wanting for the longest time. Hey, one of your favorites, Tyler Breeze, he might be doing something.
Tyler Breeze, I've accepted the fact that he's never going to become anything. Even though he's a decent wrestler, I don't think he's incredible.
Maybe if they bring back the Cruiserweight champion, he'll be the Cruiserweight champion.
Our video on brand separation. Please subscribe for more videos.
Team brand separation. And she's team against brand separation. Do you want no brand separation or brand separation?
We want to know your feedback. Are you team no brand separation or brand separation? Let us know in the comments down below. And please subscribe for more videos. We'll be making a lot more videos soon for you guys. And thank you for watching. And also, quickly, I just want to say thank you guys so much for giving me 30,000 views on the Seth Rollins reaction video. The return video, I'm so stoked about that, and it's not even a week yet, so thank you guys so much for the continued support. I love you guys so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Have a good Memorial Day. Stay safe.